Okay, thank you and welcome to this Tech Empower House. We are here live with you. So good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are joining us. My name is Temi Akinwumi. I go by Prof. Temi. This is our room and it's your room as well. We are here to empower you and to give back to our community. We meet here every day, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, discussing around career empowerment programs. So today we're discussing networking for jobs, looking at the major tips. So you see a lot of other moderators joining us as we discuss. So if you have questions around this topic, feel free to come up also and share just for 1 hour. It's very powerful. I've been in tech for over 26 years, and I love to give back. Right now, I've mentored over 1,000 engineers into tech. And I have my own IT company. The company is Top Group Technologies, topgrouptech.com. Been having the company for over 16 years now. You can check it out. We empower you. Hey, you know, I'm a career coach, I'm a mentor, and also I help you. For example, if you are trying to break into tech, I help you to break into tech with different courses. You look under my bio, you see all those different courses from cybersecurity, Scrum Master, and all of that. Or if you already did some courses, but you don't know how to break into tech with them, you need a mentor, I can mentor you as well. So feel free to reach out to me. My number is on my bio or look under my bio as well. So I'll stop right there and allow Anissa, V, and Tutu to introduce themselves. Thank you.
Good morning, all. My name is Anissa. I am located here in Denver, where it's mostly sunny today so far. I am a project manager working on figuring out the next portion of my career. Very blessed to have met Miss Temi, Miss Toots, me, and just working to learn more and figure out how I can help others. And this is Anissa, and I'm complete. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. V, please introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is V. Maddox. I am the CEO of VR Maddox Consulting, LLC. I have 30 years experience in the HR, recruiting, and training and development fields collectively. And I am honored here to work with Temi and Anissa and the other moderators and to welcome all of you. My background, like I said, HR, recruiting, and training and development. I started my company in 2010 and recently went full-time in it. And I have a video series and an upcoming TV series called #Tips from a Recruiter. So this major tip show is right up my alley, and I hope to give all of you some wonderful nuggets today. This is V, and I'm done.
Thank you, V. Ms. Toots, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. I am a cybersecurity information security analyst, and I'm just here to support Professor Temi. I want to encourage everyone to please follow our room, the Tech Empower House, and ping others in if you know anyone that's making a career transition into cybersecurity space. Please make sure you reach out to them and ping them into the room, and make sure you take PTR and reach out to Professor Temi. She has a list of courses that she's teaching, including cybersecurity courses, and she can really help you to transition your career. And also, she also can help you with networking. She's on here networking. She's on LinkedIn networking, and follow her on LinkedIn as well. And go to our YouTube. We have videos that we uploaded that can really help you. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Toots. Yeah, so it's very important that you don't delay. If you're trying to break into tech, follow us. Today, we're talking about networking. All over the week, we've been doing this for series for weeks now. Every day, we're here to give back. We discussed so many things so far. So if you will follow on YouTube, you will see a lot of those videos. Make sure you subscribe and You see all those YouTube channels, everything goes on YouTube to guide you, to help you in your next career move. Today we are discussing networking for jobs. Most of the time, you see a lot of opportunity around you. I want to welcome Vivek. Vivek, let me know if you want to come up. Thank you. Vivek is with Facebook. It's one of our very good supporters. Thanks for joining us. So networking. So most of the time, you see, professionals, we have all the resources that we need. We have the network that we need, but we don't know how to tap into it. We don't know how to use them. We don't know how to connect. We are just there and we look around for help, and the help is there. So today we're going to be looking at how do you use your resources? How do you use the networks that you have already? So you don't have to look around too much. One of the best area you can look for networking is where you work right now. Professionally, your industry, you have friends, you have mentors, people that can help you. Even right here on Clubhouse, Clubhouse is a huge, huge networking hub, and pretty much you're sitting in the center of $1 billion network, okay, that you can use for any. I've never seen anything like Clubhouse in my life. I mean, let's say we go for conference or trade fair, great. But here we have conference and trade fair every day, and it's like you went to a trade fair or conference, and then you are looking at all those opportunity around, and you don't know which one to pick. That's exactly how I feel whenever I come on here. So we have all this opportunity. How do we use them? How do we convert them into a useful resource for us, especially for jobs, right? So we're going to look at some tips here today that's going to guide us. It's going to be popcorn style. Feel free to come up and ask questions. Feel free to chime in. So one of the first thing I will say is I will use an analogy of a typical networking from here, from Clubhouse. Let's say, for example, I met Anissa on Clubhouse. And after that, I connect with her. See, whenever you're on Clubhouse, don't just sit, look around, click on people's bio, see what they have, see who they are. Maybe you have similar interests, follow them, say hi to them, follow them to your Instagram, and also, follow them right there, because they may leave, right? Follow them to their Instagram if you can, because Instagram is faster to get to than to get to LinkedIn, right? Then follow them to LinkedIn professionally and introduce yourself and say hi. Don't just let them join your network without saying anything, right? So you say hi to them to introduce yourself. Have a pitch or something that you wrote down that you can use to introduce yourself, and just copy and paste and introduce yourself to them. Then you follow up by, maybe sharing, the same thoughts, or, just not only networking from here, developing a relationship with them, so that as time goes on, you get to know each other more, and that will be helpful for you. I will encourage everybody to do that. Raj, thank you for joining us. Make a moderator. So that's very important. So one thing the first tip I want to mention is that when you're trying to network with somebody, especially for a job, don't let it be like, I want a job, I need your help. When you need somebody's help, most of the time they feel that they are not obligated to give you help or to help you. Okay. So you want to come to them as in a way to show that you also want to give something back. So you don't want it to be like, it's all about me. I need a job. I need help. Come and help me. Come and give me a job. Come and mentor me. No. The easiest way to get something from somebody is to give something back. Okay? So give as much as you want to get. So if you need help with somebody, you need them to mentor you. You might, one of the easy way maybe you see somebody that person can be, something can be useful for that person, share with them and say, oh, tell me, by the way, I saw this. I think it would be wonderful if you can look at this. I think it's good for what you are doing, especially when you're trying to reach them, because here we have tons of recruiters, a lot of mentors. They may not get back to you because they are busy, but you want to stand out in that group, in that gap. And many people are trying to reach them. But if you come to them and say, okay, I saw this, tell me, I want to share with you. Do you think this will be useful for your company or for what you are doing. I think this is a wonderful article. Or you can share this on your clubhouse or wherever. That will create a situation whereby it will create a discussion point whereby even though they don't have time for you, they are busy, they'll start discussing with you. Oh, thank you, Tutu, for what you share with me. I think this will be wonderful. This is the same person that have not spoken with you, that you've been trying to reach and they didn't even answer you. I don't do that though, but this is what I've seen. Okay. So when you have something that looks like something that they can relate to, okay, then it can create a soft point of discussion where both of you can start discussing from there. So what I'm pretty much saying is that don't only ask, also give, so that can start a discussion point. Okay, so anybody want to chime in on that? Nobody. Okay, so that will create this. So always give. So
Timmy, I would like to chime in on that point.
Yes.
For those of you that are familiar with Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V has a saying that I have adopted in my company life, in my entrepreneurial life. And Gary V says, it's always right to give 10 times and then ask. Give 10 times and then ask. So when you are a job seeker, you're already stressed out that you are in the job market, and you're stressed out that you may have been in a job for 10, 15 years. You haven't done a resume in 10 or 15 years. There's a lot of pressure and you need help. But the first thing I suggest to job seekers is to work on your mindset first before you do anything else to move forward in your job seeking journey. So if your mindset is correct, then everything else is going to fall in place because the attention is not totally on yourself, it's on others as well. So help people and and then your blessings will absolutely flow. This is V and I'm done.
Thank you, V. That's really great. I appreciate it. Yeah, we have is it IAYCA? Sorry.
Yes, it's Aisha. Can you hear me well?
Yes, yeah, we can. Welcome. And welcome to Clubhouse.
Thank you very much. I've been in several rooms and I'm really surprised the amount of knowledge you're sharing with no cost. I'm really impressed and very grateful for being here. My initial intention was not making connections. However, it turned out to be a very powerful professional networking media for me. And Temi, you are one of the first people I start knowing. Thank you for that. I completely agree. Hi.
Yeah, hi. Right.
I completely agree with that. And it's a very important, obviously, thing. And after asking for opinions, hello?
Yeah. Yes, go ahead. Yeah, Mena, we can hear you, but you have to mute for a minute after she finishes. After she's done, we can hear you. Just wait.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you. So my question is, after receiving very valuable knowledge, I want to also contribute and give back, or do something about it. But I'm not sure. I'm currently approaching people for mentorship, and because I'm pivoting in my career from academia to UX design or research, but I don't know how I can give back. So, do you have some tips to approach this? Because I'm originally industrial designer, I can help with design of physical products, or I don't know, I have been academic, but I'm not sure. I'm not really sure how I can give back to these people who have been sharing their knowledge with us. Do you have some insights?
Yeah, you mean on here. So you are trying to get into design, right?
I am in design field, but I'm design the physical products like medical products, furniture, electronic products, etc. Now I'm trying to switch to UX design, and I'm approaching people on LinkedIn, on Clubhouse, and I'm receiving really helpful comments. And I'm curious how I start feeling guilty about it, how I can do something for these people on Clubhouse or on LinkedIn. Do you have some insight about it?
Okay, one thing I would say is that you are free to come here because most of the people here, right, they're also trying to get into different area of tech. I've been in tech for a long time. I've started with software engineering design and all of that. So you're free to come here. Another thing is that you can, when you meet them, you can send them, DM them, follow up with them, and offer to be part of their rooms. Tell them, whenever you want to have your rooms, can you add me on? I want to give back. This is what I have. So networking with them and them adding you onto their rooms will help people to know you. And then you can give back and also network more. So that's what most of us don't do. Most people don't know how to follow people, DM them and ask if you can join their rooms or if they can add you on whenever they are in their room so you can give back. You can do that from the back so that whenever you know they're putting up the room, they can add you as a moderator or whatever, or they get to know you so that when you come up, they get to know you and you can introduce yourself and be part to give back to the community. But you have to do you have to be proactive to do that. You have to take a step further to do that because if without doing that, they won't know you. You'll just be sitting in the audience and be thinking, I want to give back to the community, but you are not doing anything to actually step forward to meet those people.
Thank you very much. So I'm following the, the club, the room, and you, and I'm open to collaborate and do my best to give back if you need something from me. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And I've also followed you. Feel free to come here. We are here every day, 12 p.m. Eastern time. And also we're here on weekends, on Sundays and 6 p.m. Eastern time. So you're always welcome to come. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So anybody want to chime in concerning networking or any question? I think some people trying to come up, but I'm losing them. Don't know, maybe the app is glitching. Okay, so be proactive. So it's not only here that you have to network. Use all your social media handles. Sometimes you may have to actually meet them one-on-one. Like do meetups. You can do conferences, trade shows now as things are getting better. You can go on Eventbrite, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and all of those, right? You can meet people there. You can showcase things you do. Another way you can actually meet people who are from here for them to notice you. I've said that many times. Most people don't pay attention to that. We are in this room now. You can take a snapshot of this room, the screen, and post it on your LinkedIn and copy the moderators and say, thank you for the room. I learned 1, 2, 3 from this room today. Then those people will get to notice you because they may not notice you when you are in room, especially when the room is very big. And their friends and their followers will get to notice you as well and comment. If you do that consecutively for few weeks or days, you get more followers, you network with more people, And most of us that run these rooms, we have a lot of networks. We have a lot of people on our network. Some people work for FANG company, some people are recruiters, and so many other, friends, and that we even go to their rooms as well. So when you meet, easily we can say, okay, go meet this person, go meet that person, because we already have ways or resources and networks already. So when you see us here, we go to other room, they come to our room, we get to meet them, and easily those networks can easily be passed down to you when you need them. So you need to continue to network with people, because you don't know who has what you need. And feel free to go to other rooms too and just show up on there. Don't be shy to come up. If they said a closed mouth is like closed destiny. You don't close your mouth. If you didn't say it, nobody will be able to read your mind. You come up and hack something or show yourself or just introduce yourself. You understand? So it's very good to do that. And you're welcome to do that here in our club, in our room here. Anissa, you want to chime in?
I do. Thank you, Ms. Tammy. So for a couple of you, as I've been looking at your profiles here in Clubhouse, I don't see your LinkedIn link. So if you can add that or your Instagram or something, it allows those of us that are also looking to make connections or are curious about the type of work you do, the ability to reach out to you. So one thing that Clubhouse does not have, for those of you that are new, is the ability to message within the Clubhouse app. So that's why it's important to put some of your social media links into your profile. So that was my only tip. This is Anissa Nanda.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Miss Anissa. So develop a network strategy, right? Okay, Miss V, you want to say something?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wanted to add something to that. So, to job seekers, if you are job hunting, you want to be as visible as possible online, especially LinkedIn. If you have a problem with being visible on LinkedIn, then I'm going to just pray for you in your job journey. Because if you're not on LinkedIn, you're not visible, you don't have a professional photo on your profile does not match your resume, how are the employers supposed to find you? So LinkedIn is the job seeker's Bible, okay? So please be as visible as possible, because speaking to you as a recruiter, if I go to someone's LinkedIn profile and it's not complete, or you don't have the open to work banner on your photo, then I'm going to keep it moving. I'm not going to spend time. So be sure that you are making yourself as visible as possible as a job seeker, and make sure that you're open. And here's the other thing. If you have your phone number on your resume and you get a call from a recruiter, please know why that recruiter's calling you. Don't ask the recruiter, oh, well, don't say to the recruiter, which people say to me all the time, well, I applied for so many jobs. Which one are you calling about? I will immediately hang up the phone. Okay? Job seeking is a full-time job. Job seeking is a full-time job. So you need to be professional about it. You need to create yourself a folder on your computer that says job applications. And every time you apply and you get those automated responses, you throw those automated responses into your folder. So when you get calls from recruiters like myself, be prepared. Always be prepared, because a phone call you're getting may be your next opportunity. So please.
Yes, go ahead.
Stop speaking, but
Go ahead, Jamie.
Thank you, Ms. B. Go ahead, Jamie.
If you currently have a job, you can still mark yourself, and this is important for people who don't really understand LinkedIn, as open to work, and I'll have only recruiters see it. There are settings for that. just think that's an important point. That's all. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Jamie. Someone was trying to call me back. So, Jamie, thank you for joining us for that tip, even though I didn't hear it, but that's okay. We're grateful that you joined us. Yeah, so who else want to go? Come on, guys. Miss Toots, any inputs? Okay, so you must develop I hope you guys can hear me. Develop a strategy, okay? So anything that you don't plan for, you can fail. So when you try to network also, you need to plan for it. You need to see what's the best way. So for example, maybe they call you or somebody calls you trying to network with somebody, we know you set up what you can send to them. Okay, this is, I'm Temi, I've been in tech for over 2 decades and I'm this, I'm that. And, nice to meet you, nice to connect and all of that. But then so you should be able to say that as well if somebody gets to call you, right? So prepare your speech, explain who you are and what you do and practice enough. You need to practice it and so that you can sound natural, and you can schedule 2 or 3 events monthly because right now everything is online, but some things are going back to how they used to be, right? So make sure you practice that. Have your business card ready. If you don't have business card for many or whatever you can use to show people who you are. It's not only, networking is not only for jobs, it's also for businesses, right? So get ready, have your business card, get everything you're going to use to show somebody who you are or exchange with them, get them ready, and that will help to strategize. Yeah, thank you. We have Tash, is it Tashra? Tashra?
Yes, she said that correct. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Welcome. Do you have a question for us or you want to chime in before we continue?
Okay. First of all, thank you for bringing me up to the stage. And I do want to ask if the noise in the background is too much. Currently at work, and I really don't have many places to run to at this point. Can y'all hear the background noise, or is it okay?
You're okay. Go ahead.
It was okay. Okay. So I have spoken with V, and I've seen you, Timmy, several times in other networking and career search or cyber security rooms as well. And I just want to thank you both. Anissa, I was looking at your bio as well, and it said that you were a remote project manager. My question is, how does that work? Because I thought that project managers were mostly when they had to be in the office working with their teams. I'm actually wondering about project management as a future career myself.
Sure thing. So in practicality, we shall find out in the next coming weeks. But what I can tell you is that prior to my layoff in January, I was at Comcast, and Comcast had been remote for a year and 2 months before I was let go. And we moved everybody possible to work from home. Obviously, the only exception to that were engineers that had to be with actual equipment in order to maintain it, or our repair techs. So everybody from project managers to design people to software, everybody went remote. And it worked amazingly well. Obviously, we used applications like Microsoft Teams, Slack, some of those communication tools to share screens and be able to see project plans and hop on calls to discuss where we were at with deliverables. So really, we never skipped a beat. I'm sure it may differ from company to company, maybe depending on size and scope, but for us, it wasn't a problem at all. Does that help, Tashira?
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so if you are looking to pivot into project management, it can be done on remotely, including mentorship, including help. Like most of my students that I've mentored in Scrum Master, business analysis, things that you think you have to meet the customer to do, everything is now done remotely. So remote jobs are everywhere. Most organizations, most big companies, everybody is working from home, you know. So these are good times that you can get a lot of job done. So if you need help with mentorship or breaking into tech, feel free to follow me, DM me, and I'll give you guidance. I actually have some classes coming up on July 3rd. Feel free to follow me if you're interested. So, like we're saying, so is that all the question you have? Is you're good, um, Tasha? Okay, if you still have any question, let us know. So another thing I'll say is stay positive, stay positive, and because sometimes when you're looking for a job or you're job hunting and you're rejected, you tend to lose your self-esteem. When you're trying to reach to somebody for networking and they didn't connect with you, you tend to give up and say it doesn't even work. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to network with anybody. I don't want to do anything. But no, continue, you know. If it's that easy, everybody will be doing it, but it's not that easy, right? That's why not everybody is doing it, but it's productive. So if you continue, whatever you're doing, don't give up. Whatever you're doing to network, to get a job, to connect for that to that business partner, continue. Because when you look back at the end of the day, you'll be able to see the return of your investment. Invest your time, invest your resources, invest your strategy, continue to network with others, and also have your self-esteem up, and also have confidence. Don't lose your confidence. Don't be demoralized and think, oh, I don't think I'm good enough to be here. I don't think I'm good enough to meet the people. I don't think I'm good enough, And even if you are introverts, try to, you know, Miss Anissa, okay, I'll let you say something. If you're introvert, you don't like to meet people, you don't know how to meet people, work on it. Work on it, okay? I believe that the worst introvert person, because I'm one, I can be quiet all day. I can sit in my room all night. I'm very reserved. But I had to come out of that box because I have so much to give and I can't be quiet anymore. So when you see me doing this, most people look back and say, really? Really? They can't believe it after many years, Well, so we can really grow out of that gradually. So just challenge yourself and put yourself out there and try. Miss Anissa, go ahead.
And Ms. Tammy, we are so thankful that you are not quiet. Believe me, you do have so much to give. And I think many of us are very, very appreciative of that. So thank you. I just wanted to add, I think I have a unique perspective since I am doing that job search thing. Everything that Ms. Tammy just said is correct, guys. Lean on your network. When you have those moments of doubt, or you feel like you're not good enough, you are good enough. I don't care. Write it on 10 sticky notes and stick it around your monitor. It is so easy to get demoralized when you get rejection after rejection or ghost after ghost after ghost. Your network is there for you. They just need to know how to support you. I did a video on LinkedIn. The first one I posted, I don't know what possessed me, but my network responded amazingly well. And it was really just about find what refills your tank. When the job search gets long and it gets hard, figure out what recharges you and go do that. For some of you, it's going outside. For others, it could be meeting somebody. Even if it's just doing a Zoom call with family or friends, just take those opportunities because it helps to recharge your tank. And so from the job search perspective, I just wanted to add that, and I'm going to pass it over to Ms. V because I think she had some tips as well. Thank you.
Thanks, Anissa. I just wanted to mention that on yesterday's show that we were moderating, we talked a lot about confidence. We talked a lot about self-esteem, and I didn't get a chance to share some of my experience in that space. So another part of the services that I provide in my firm is that I serve as a confidence mentor, particularly with senior women. directors and above, but I also work with a good subset of young women that are new to the job market. So I'm saying all that to say that the job market is hard. It's tough. We're not going to sugarcoat it for you. Even though we are becoming or slowly coming out of the pandemic, the job market in some ways has been diminished, particularly for women. So what I want you all to keep in mind is that when you are venturing into the job market, once again, your mindset is the first thing you change before you even change anything on your resume or LinkedIn profiles. Your mindset has to come first. So sit down and write yourself a list. You know, what job market do I want to go into? How much money do I need to make? Who in my network needs to help me? Who do I know, like, and trust? I call it the KLT factor. And who know, likes, and trusts me? This is the order of magnitude that you have to consider. Once you have your mindset in tune and you have your list, your plan of attack, then you can proceed. So what I have created for my company and for people that I assist is what I call my top 10 ways on how to prepare for a job interview. And I will be happy to share that free resource to anyone in this room. If you hit me up in my DMs after the call today, I will absolutely send you a copy of that. And I'm going to be posting it on my website and all my social media channels here soon. But it's very important that you organize your thoughts and your steps in the job market. So I just wanted to say that. Thank you. This is V.
Yeah, hi, this is Raghav. Great points here. I just wanted to add one thing, one more important point is while you are networking or searching for a job, being authentic is very important because you shouldn't oversell or undersell yourself. Just be yourself, and when you are reaching out to anyone, please be specific and don't just send in your resume or just the job ID. Just try to connect in an authentic way. This is one tip that I wanted to add.
Thank you.
Great tip, Raghav. Thank you. Sanjay, did you have a thought or a question you wanted to add?
Hi there, everyone. Thank you for bringing me on stage to speak. So I have a couple of tips that I wanted to offer. I'll just quickly introduce myself. So I'm a risk and compliance consultant based out of Toronto, and I provide career coaching for individuals that want to get into the space. All the details are in my profile. What I found that works for me is having a network with recruiters that are in the industry you want to get into. So I would reach out to all those recruitment agencies and have a conversation with them and be very specific. I'm not sure who mentioned this earlier, but going on to those points, be very, very focused on what companies you want to work for, what salary you want to achieve, what skills you have, and then be very, very intentional so they have that information with them. If they don't have any open roles, you can even ask the recruiter, can you get me in touch with someone that you recently placed in the role that I'm looking for? And that's happened in my example where a recruiter did actually connect me with somebody. And I had a great conversation with that person, and they actually introduced me to their hiring manager. And that was through making that conversation. So that's one tip I would strongly suggest. Another tip is reaching out to people who are doing the jobs that you want to be in. So if there's any companies that you're interested in, on LinkedIn, search and find out those individuals and have a introductory conversation with them. Don't just go out and say, hey, I'm looking for a job. Can you help me? No one's interested in helping when you come from that point of view. Have some common ground. If you share some individuals that you have mutual context with, say, oh, I know you know so-and-so, how do you know that person? Or can you tell me a bit about what you do in your day-to-day? very casual, and then after a few conversations back and forth, then yeah, you could go ahead and say, do you mind if we go on a quick call to discuss further details about what you do? I want to get a bit of more information of what your day-to-day is like, and make it very specific. Say, I want to, can we speak for about 10 to 15 minutes, so how much time you want to spend, and also you're wary of their time and they're giving to you. So those are some of the tips that have worked for me, and this is what I also provide in my coaching. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sanjay. You really appreciate it. And yeah, please feel free to come to our room. It's your room as well. You're welcome here, and we give you the moderator flower for to thank you for your contribution. So feel free to come here. We're always here every day at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, and also on Sundays, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tammy. Appreciate you making me a moderator so I can contribute to the room. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, we have, is it Nidhi?
Hi, Demi. Yeah, it's me, Nidhi. Hello, everyone. I just joined Clubhouse yesterday, and it's great to know about what I have done. A lot of things from yesterday. I got to see what tech news are there. So, and today I have joined this of networking for jobs. I have a question. Like while searching for a job, we are not able to understand which whom should we directly connect whenever we are sending in. I'm sending an email or sending LinkedIn ping that I would like to join for this role or something like that. How should we connect? And if I'm not getting any response, how should I make it more effective so that I can get a call for an interview or something on that perspective?
So did you get a post for a job post that you submitted your resume for, or I don't understand what you're trying to ask.
Okay, my question is regarding the question. My question is that I have applied. I have put it myself open for the job in LinkedIn and also in Naukri other platform too. But I'm not able to get a lot of calls for the interviews, or I'm not able to schedule on that perspective. So how can I improve on that part?
Okay, number one, make sure your resume is up to date. Make sure you use all the keywords that you think are very necessary for your industry. So whatever industry you're looking for, whatever job role you're looking for, make sure you have strong keywords on your resume. Then make sure that every other day you go onto your resume, I call it refresh your resume. As in, you pull the resume out, you make a little change on it, you save it back. So that puts the resume on top of the pile. Okay, so it comes on top. If you leave your resume for so long, it says that it's like think about, you put plates in the restaurant and then they stack it up. So the newest ones are on top and the old ones go to the bottom of the pile. So you notice when you put your resume there for the first time, they call you a lot. And after some time, the call dies down because it has gone down. So what I tell my students is always go on there every other day and update your resume. If it's just gonna put a little dot, take a comma out, save it back, it comes up on the pile. Then always look for a job that can just say apply. Apply now with your resume and just apply on them. Don't wait for them to call you. Apply to many jobs. If you're looking for one job, I would say apply for 20 jobs. I always say to my student, apply for 10 jobs a day. It doesn't cost you anything to do that, especially if you just click on apply for that particular one. Miss Tooth here can tell you what she went through when she was trying to find a job. She pretty much, you can download the app on your phone. She was saying it, download the phone on the app on the phone. She probably sometimes go to the bathroom and apply for jobs, or just go out for lunch or break and apply for jobs. And she was able to get her jobs very fast. And most of us have done that before. So apply for jobs more. Don't wait for them to call you. If you're trying to reach them and they are not calling you back, maybe they're not, maybe they already, have somebody else for the position. Maybe the position is no more active. So, but some people, some recruiter may not get back to you to let you know. So don't just wait. And also check for the date. When was it posted? Is it current? Is it older post? So I always say look for something around 30 days or less, or even 15 days or less, and apply for those ones. Those ones are new. Not the older ones that, so always check on the dates. Okay. And also, if sometimes if you have the email address of that particular recruiter, reach out to them by email or call them if they have their number. I know they don't, but you can search. Sometimes you can go online and just search for them. If you're really desperate to talk to somebody, it doesn't cost you anything. What they will say is no, or why did you call me? I know they won't say, why did you call me? Check on Google their name, Google their email, and you might find it and call them and just say, hey, I'm so and so, I applied for your job. Do you have anything? I don't think it's cost anything to do that. And well, the word they will say is that no, we don't have that opening anymore. V, you want to add something to that?
Yes, ma'am. Timmy, you reminded me of 3 quick tips that I want to mention. Job seekers, please keep in mind that the average recruiter, particularly if they are an agency recruiter, and when I say agency, I mean Kelly Services, I mean Ronstadt, I mean Robert Half. Those are agencies that groom people for years on how to recruit. Keep in mind that the average recruiter keeps between 15 and 25 requisitions on their desk at one time. So the job that you're applying for may be one of many. Okay. So if you apply for a job on Tuesday, by the following Tuesday, you should be following up with that recruiter. I want you to eliminate the following quote from your vocabulary. Well, I applied last Tuesday and the recruiter never called. The recruiter is not going to call in most cases. If I have 15, 30 recs on my desk, your resume is not going to stand out to the point where I'm going to immediately follow up with you. Please keep that in mind. So it's your job to put a tickler on your calendar, on your phone, on somewhere, and to remind yourself to follow up with the recruiter in a week of applying. Okay? That's the first thing. The second thing is keep your resume and your references, 3 professional references, on your phone at all times. Never, 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 never tell a recruiter that you have to go home and send them your resume, because guess what? By the time you get home, that job is going to be taken by someone else that was prepared. Always be prepared. ABP. Always be prepared. This is V and I'm done.
Thank you so much, V. Yeah, and did we answer your question?
Yes, thank you so much, V and Temi. Your answers is truly helped me, and I will try to work on your feedback.
Thank you. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Feel free to come back here if you need any help. We're always here every day.
Oh, Timmy, can I ask another question? So
Please.
My friend Jamie is in the room, and she is a brilliant labor economist. And if Jamie could speak on, if she's still there, Jamie, can you please speak on the difference between a regular corporate position and a federal position? Can you give the audience some nuances there?
Sure. If you want to apply for a federal position, you go to a website called, in most cases, most federal jobs, but certainly not all, go through usajobs.com. And because of our long history in the federal government, I don't want to belabor the point. Get it? Labor economist. Anyway, we used to have a spoil system in the federal government, which meant that we used to hire all these people just because they were friends with whoever was in office. In order to eliminate that, we put into place this system called the Merit Systems Protection Board, which basically makes the federal hiring process, what I'm going to describe as very long and very cumbersome, but also very worth it. So when you go to USA Jobs, first of all, you can upload more than one job resume to that website. Figure out what job you want to apply for, and then craft your resume specifically for that job. It is largely an automated process that will match what you's on your resume and the questions you answer as part of the qualifications process to match you to the job. So it's really important that you put a lot of time and effort into answering those questions. Those questions determine which of what is basically three piles you go into. You want to be in the best qualified pile. If you're at the bottom, you're not going to make it. Also, most federal jobs gives extra points to veterans. That's part of our veterans hiring process. So if you are a veteran, please apply for federal jobs. You do get extra points for that. You have a leg up. This means that people who have not served cannot get a federal job. It does mean, however, that everyone applying needs to be very, very crisp and clear in answering those qualification questions. They are looked at and scored with much more scrutiny and much less leeway or judgment from a recruiter than you would have with the private sector. So you can have more than one resume on USA Jobs, tailor them to those resumes. Also, spend a lot of time looking through USA Jobs at the different types of jobs they have available. And if the compensation isn't quite what you may be looking for, sometimes there's bonuses for exceptionally qualified people. But the thing to keep in mind also with federal jobs is we have what's called rank and position, meaning we pay for the work you perform, not who you are. So if you are an astrophysicist who's hired to be a junior level scientist, you get paid as a junior level scientist in almost all positions in the federal government. The other, if you are paid for who you are, that would be called rank and person. We do have a couple titles that do that, but most federal jobs are rank and position. So you need to prove the match and then understand that you're getting paid for that work, not for who you are. It's for the work that you perform. So look through a lot of federal jobs, and they can take a long time to get hired into them. So apply for a lot of them if you are qualified. V, is that what you were looking for?
That's perfect. Thank you, Jamie. You guys, make sure you're following Jamie here on Clubhouse and link her up on LinkedIn. She has a wealth of information as it relates to the federal government, and she's a great resource. Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you, Jamie. I have to clap for you, actually. I am blown away. Thank you so much for coming here to our room to share with us. And also, I want to request, in the presence of everyone, please, what day will you be free next week? We are here 12 p.m. Eastern Time. If you can give us maybe few minutes discussion about federal government jobs. How do you apply for it? What do they mean? Because I know a lot of people been in tech for 20 something years, right? A lot of people trying to get into tech or other area. Most of our topics are generic. Other areas going for jobs and they don't understand how the government jobs stuff is set up. They're confused. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to get them. Is it possible next week or any time that you can come over and just give us some information concerning that? Jamie?
I'm talking on mute. I'm still learning Clubhouse. I would be honored to come in next week. I can do the same time. Usually anytime over this 12 o'clock period over lunch works for me, except on Monday, because I will be on a plane.
Oh, nice.
And also, Timmy, I just created my first Clubhouse room called Tips from a Recruiter, and I've scheduled a room that Jamie's going to co-mod with me next Sunday evening. So I will absolutely make sure that you guys get the invite for, if you're following me, I'll send you the invite for our room next week for Tips from a Recruiter. And Timmy, I'll bring you in, and Anissa as well, if you're available, bring you guys in to co-mod with Jamie and I. Yeah, we're going to be dropping some major gems, folks. And keep in mind also that the advice you're getting today from these very amazing, experienced people on the stage, you are literally getting thousands and thousands of dollars of free consulting. So I hope that everyone in the audience has paper to pen and is writing down these nuggets, that you're following all your mods, and that you are reaching out to us after this call today for follow-up as well. This is V, and I'm done.
Yeah, thank you so much. We'll do that. What time are you having your On Sunday, coming Sunday, what time? We have our room at 6. What time do you have your room? So we know. Miss V, what time do you have your room on Sunday? Do you know what time yet?
Yeah, let me look real quick. And if it competes with you, I'm changing the time. Hold on one second.
We did exactly that last week. I changed mine for somebody else. So, you know.
So our room is this Sunday, I think it's this Sunday, the 27th at 6 p.m. That competes with you, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to change it.
Okay,
So
maybe I can
I'll
do
change
mine
it
at
to
6.
after you.
Okay, after mine. Okay. Ours is 6 to 8,
Okay.
but I can do mine at 4. But okay, let's just change yours, then we can go back and forth like that. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to change mine to 7. Okay, Tammy?
Okay, thank you.
Thank
That's
you.
good. Thank you. Yes, go ahead, Anissa. Miss Anissa, go ahead.
Just a real quick tip for those of you that are new to Clubhouse to follow Miss V's tips from a recruiter room. Click on her face, scroll all the way down, and you'll see a list of the rooms that she's a member of. The first icon that's gray with the red banner is the room she's talking about. So if you click on that, you can click follow, and that will allow you to see the pop-ups for when we start those rooms. So I just wanted to give that tip for some of the new people, and I'm complete. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Anissa. That's really nice of you. Thank you for that. So also, if you're in our room, you can also follow us on YouTube channel. You can follow us on LinkedIn. If you need any help, you can DM me, let me know. We have a lot of free resources out there that can be helpful to you. If you're trying to break into tech, cybersecurity, Scrum Master classes, I'm starting those on July 3rd. Feel free to follow me. My IT University is my company, my website, where you can find a lot of free resources as well as training programs, online programs. You can go ahead and look into that as well. And also my link tree. My link tree is right there under my bio. You can look on my link tree, follow my link tree. You see a lot of free resources as well. So feel free to do that. So my last tip as we go, I know it's already 1 o'clock. We try to close out 1 o'clock, is that for networking, make sure your bio here on the Clubhouse is filled up. Don't leave it empty. Let it show exactly who you are, your experience, who you're trying to link to, what you're trying to do here. Don't leave it empty. Please fill it up. If you don't know how to do it, look at other people, what they have, and use that to create your own. So today, make sure today that you do it, okay? And there's a powerful room coming up at 9 p.m. tonight. It's actually where you can meet recruiters. I wonder why they made it to be 9 p.m., but it's 9 p.m. So, it's called, I think it's tech, career and CH Tech Career, something like that. And there are a lot of recruiters who come there. So if you're looking for a job, feel free to come onto those rooms, okay? And you can meet recruiters or at least get some. I'm one of the moderators always on that room. So always get ready, prepare your resume, shoot your shot, know exactly what you want. Don't be saying, okay, I don't really know what job I want. I want these 3 kind of jobs. No, just pick one and stick with it and go for that and know how to approach, network with people, and you know, let them know that's what you're looking for, or you know, have your pitch ready and do follow-ups when they called you, or you have, just be responsive to the calls. When they call you for jobs, make sure you respond back, pick the calls, respond to emails. Some people just let the emails stay there, lie there, and they never respond on time. It doesn't show any sign of seriousness. Make sure you respond to email, reply to email, respond to calls, and just be professional. And you eventually get what you want. So I really want to thank everybody for joining us, from Anissa to V to Miss Toot to Aksha to Sanjay and Nidhi and everybody that already came and left. Thank you so much. And tomorrow is another day, so make sure you join us tomorrow at 12 p.m. where we bring you another wonderful topic. We're going to be doing a lot of discussion on benefits, a lot of discussion about your job benefit. Today we did networking. We'll be doing stuff with Jamie on how to find find federal jobs and so on and so forth. Many tips from us here. So feel free to follow the room and follow the moderators. I just want to thank you all for this room tonight, this afternoon. And I want to say we really appreciate you all and we love you all. Hope to see you all tomorrow and have a blessed and wonderful evening, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Have a
bye-bye.
nice day.
You too. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. Bye bye.